Hey, welcome to the Kenya K Show. Give me a second to share the video out, and I would love for you to take a minute and do the same. So share the video on your page, invite friends who you know need to have this conversation. We're going to talk about fear and how we rationalize it in just a second here. Oh, I forgot to tag. Yesterday we had a really good conversation about style, about organizing your closet, and how it helps relieve stress. You all know that organization is always so very important to our lives, having structure, making things simple and easy. Join us. All right, so here we go. Before I get into the conversation about fear, let's first talk about events coming up. I am speaking in Atlanta at Women Ignited on October 21st. Actually, October 19th through the 21st. In Atlanta at the Fairfield in Atlanta. If you are interested in joining us, if you are already a business owner, this is not for women who are not already in business. This is for women who are looking for ways to increase their business, increase their profit margin, and really ignite their businesses. It's being hosted by Ebony L. Trust, who is my mentor, who is amazing, and very knowledgeable about product launch, about business in general. So you don't want to miss it. If you're anywhere in the Atlanta area or want to come join us, go to womenignited.com to purchase your tickets and be there or be square. Secondly, I am hosting the 3rd annual blanket drive, Warm the Streets LA. It is kicking off this Saturday, October 1st. I am so very excited. In partnership with my nonprofit, A Step to Freedom. What we do at A Step to Freedom, we provide housing for men who would otherwise be homeless. So men who are transitioning from homelessness to self-sufficiency, we provide them resources to help better their lives and eventually transition to being independent. So myself and A Step to Freedom are hosting the 3rd annual. This year our goal is to deliver 500 warmth packages, and what's going to be included is either a blanket or a sleeping bag, along with a beanie, gloves, socks. I'm missing something. Nope, that's it. Beanie, gloves, socks, and either a blanket or a sleeping bag. So if you want to participate, there are 3 ways for you to do so. 1, you can deliver a blanket. You can deliver any of those things: a blanket, a sleeping bag, a beanie, not a beanie, but beanies, socks, or gloves, to shop here in Inglewood. If you're not in the area but you want to participate, you can donate by clicking the link that'll be in the comments when I'm done. Ooh, okay. I got a couple of little fires to put out here. My computer is about to die. My phone is about to die. And then the 3rd way you can participate is by joining us on November 19th, which is the day we're going to all get together and go out and spread love to the people of Skid Row. Many of the people there are not just there because they want to be. Some of them are, though, but due to mental health, substance abuse issues, or just life maybe just happened to them. And because life just happens to all of us, I want to give back to that community and let them know that we haven't given up on them, and hopefully inspire them to get off the streets. So I would love for your participation this year. I want to reach 500 people. I'm going to reach 500 people. And if you're in the North Carolina area, the Charlotte area, I want you to know that we're expanding to your community this year and actually serving the homeless community there as well. So I will have a drop-off location where you can donate and help my cousins warm the streets of NC this year, okay? So that's that. That's the event. Let's get into the conversation. So earlier, a couple weeks ago, I was contemplating ending my live streams, ending the Kenya K show. And I didn't, let me tell you why. In my mind, I was like, okay, sometimes I'm tired. I don't feel like being held accountable and showing up. I felt like I found all these reasons why I shouldn't continue, right? None of those reasons, but I wouldn't be honest with myself and point out fear. And it took a conversation with someone else to point it out that if you stop, you are halting your success, right? And what is it that you're running from? So I had to spend some time, had to do some soul searching and really think that through. And I wanted to share that with you guys because I know that it's not just me, right? And this is so not about the live broadcasting. Hey, Janae, this is not about fear of going live or anything like that. I'm sharing it because I want you to think about all the opportunities you have to quit before you win. All the opportunities you have to throw in the towel just before it gets good, just before you reach the level of success that you really want to reach, right? Oftentimes, those of us who are doing something amazing, we are creating a lane of our own and we're really putting ourselves out there. You have to be fearless. Sometimes fear creeps in ways that we don't expect. And I want you to think about that. Sometimes you find an excuse that seems to be unrelated to fear and it kind of clouds your judgment. For me, that thing, I'll be honest, it crept in from comparison. And I talk about this all the time. Do not compare yourself. I look up to April Mason. She is so dope. Like, I love what she does. I love how her backdrop and her videos are like really creative. It's bright, it's lit. It looks like she has a full-on production team behind her. Good. It looks like she has a full-on production team behind her, right? And I started to look at her and compare myself. And the moment you compare is the moment that you begin to go in the direction of losing. The direction of, isn't she the bomb? Like, I love her. I love her for so many reasons, but she really inspires me. And I want to say that it's important to be transparent. It's important to be real. She's both of those things. She's honest about her struggle. She's honest about where she was and, you know, how she got to where she is right now. And I had to check myself and remind myself that it took her a minute to get to where she is. I had to remind myself not to compare myself to people who aren't at the April Mason level, who've maybe been doing what I do longer, or maybe not as long. Maybe there's somebody who's doing what you're doing and it appears that they're doing it better. It appears that they're more successful. But somebody said to me, your goal is to be an icon, not a pop star, right? Those are two different things. A pop star can twerk on the stage and, you know, do her thing, and that sells one thing. But you are coming with class and with dignity, and it might take you a little longer to reach the level of success that you want. But you could sell out today and turn this into a twerk show if that's what you want, if you're in it for views or if you're in it for likes, right? You got to ask yourself, what are you really in it for? T-Ron, what's up? What's up? I'm live streaming right now. But come on in. At the wrong baller it's all right. Come in, look around at my spot, and we're going to catch up. Okay. Don't compare yourself to other people, especially somebody whose mission is not the same as yours. I can't compare myself as the icon to a pop star. Our goals are different. Our route is different, right? Like I was about to say, I could sell out and start twerking today, and I'm gonna get hella views and hella likes. But is that what I'm in it for? No. A a lot of times when we're on the route to greatness, I say it all the time, you got to have an amazing team, right? You got to have an amazing group of people that keep it so 1000 with you, like that will tell you when you were on the wrong, when your mind is not right. And I say that because somebody had to call me out on it. Like, you know what? Your reason for wanting to throw in the towel is fake as shit. Excuse my language, but that was what he said. Like, that's fake. You want to throw in the towel. You're saying it that it's because, what was my reason? I said I wanted to throw in the towel because I didn't feel like I was getting the traction that I wanted, honestly. And I felt like my message was getting a little confused. And I needed to fall back. That was what I said. I'm not quitting. I just want to fall back and restructure. You know, I don't want to quit, but I need to spend more time focusing on what it is my message is. And I want to rebrand and represent. And he's like, yo, that's fake. You don't need no time to sit back and rebrand. You really need to stay consistent and stay relevant. You need to allow your following to really trust you and fall into the message that you're already giving them. And it's so true, right? But my question to you, my point of sharing that is, who's around you? Do you have people that can read through your BS? Do you have people who can call you on your BS, right? Who know where you're going and they understand your vision. Now, this is very different from the haters. This is very different from the people who have criticism but haven't constructed anything, right? This is this conversation can only be had with somebody that gets your vision, that you trust, and they trust you, and they understand your greatness already, right? And you know these people because they will give you a pat on the back. They're not your yes man. They don't tell you when you're always right. They'll tell you when you're wrong sometimes too. But they do congratulate you when you do something amazing, right? So when this person came at me and had to call me and kind of tug my coattail or my collar, when he had to, call me on my stuff, I knew that it was real because he's also called and congratulated me. He's also called and told me when I was on the right track and when something that a message that I put out there was delivered appropriately, right? So make sure that the people in your team and within your camp can give you honest feedback and that you trust them enough to listen. Yep. The other point I wanted to make about this fear is you can't take the easy way out. Don't be afraid to take the hard route, the long route. And I say this to myself, like this message today is not just for y'all. I literally had to sit back and tell myself most of this over the past couple of weeks. Like, Kenya, what is it that you really want? Why are you showing up? If you're going to continue, what is the reason? What is the end result? And do you want it easy? Or are you down no matter how long it takes? I couldn't punk out just because I want quick success. I don't really want quick success. I want longevity. I want to build a following of people that's going to rock with me for 20 years, for the rest of my career, right? I want people that are going to buy into my brand forever. So with that being the case, I don't need fast, quick. I can't look at the followers. I can't look at how many viewers I have on this one video, right? I can't be afraid to switch from my personal page to my fan page and lose a certain amount of viewers because this is a longevity game. I hope I'm stepping on your toes, Janae. This is a longevity game. Like, what are you really in it for? What is success to you? And be aware of how that fear might creep in. Because the way fear crept in this time was a lot different than the way it looked last time. Good. I'm happy. Last time, I'm not a person who's dealt with fear a lot in my life. I'm pretty fearless, I'd like to say. I had to sit back and think, like, You say that all the time, that you're not scared of much, but how many times have you really been fearful? I would say the other thing that kind of scared me, or that I ran from, was I really wanted to go to grad school, and I didn't want to take the GMAT for whatever reason. I've always been like studious, so I don't even know what that was about, but I took the GMAT and I didn't score well, and then I made every excuse in the world not to study again and do it again. And that reminded me a lot of this. So, and the reason why it reminded me a lot of it is because I never told myself, I never said out loud, I never even said to anybody else, like, you're afraid to fail again, or you're afraid of whatever. I just said, oh, I'm too busy. Oh, I don't really need to do that. I'm launching businesses. I'm this, I'm that. You know, I got busy. I got real busy, successful busy, right? Oh, you know how you know people, you know yourself, when you faking like you so popping, but really you not doing all that much, right? It ain't really that much work going on in the world. Let's be real. I could have sat down and studied. I should have. And I still will, actually. But this wanting a quick, easy fix, wanting to fake and rebrand, was really because I didn't want to face the truth. I didn't want to, I wanted quick success, but not really thinking about my true goals. So sit back and look at what you want. And think about, remember that the enemy wants to stop you from doing what was placed in your heart. The enemy wants to stop you from living out that promise. So when that fear comes, you can't not let it stop you, because you got to be great. Like somebody or something doesn't want me to tell you this message today, right? So many things, for real, if I tell you how many things popped up within 30 minutes of me going live today, because I got a story. Man, God gave me a story to share, and I didn't want any of it. Every single time I went through something, I wanted it to be over, but God kept telling me that this is your testimony. This is that thing that I want you to share with people. Every time you wanted to quit, every time it looked like you were losing, every time you wanted to be further along than you really were. Like, that's really the story of my life. I'm 30, I should already have some millions. I'm 36, I should be happily married. Should be. And because I'm not, oh, the world must be over. Maybe I'm not successful, right? But I gotta remember that what success is to me, it's really not about what other people think. I can't let the fear come in or the doubt come in and talk with the negative chatter. Nor can you. We don't got time for that. We got lives to transform. We got people to touch. We got money to make so that we can give to the world. Right? I'm going to tell you, one of the things that keep driving me to push past this fear and the self-doubt is that I know my mission is to serve people. Right? My mission is to transform lives. My mission is to speak to young girls who don't know their worth. My mission is to speak to women who have had to feel rejection and didn't know how to recover from that feeling. I did, right? I bounced back from that. How dare I die with that in me? That story, that message. And how dare you? Right now, we've been going through so much in Black America. Hey, Z, thank you for joining me. I haven't seen you in a minute. It's so much going on in America, especially police brutality and so many other things. And I have to say that it's our jobs to do more in the world. Do more, do whatever is within our reach to spread love. Like, it is your job to smile at people and touch people and reach out to somebody's hand. It's your job, literally, to speak to the young kids that are in your family or at your kids' school. When I went to my daughter's school today, the number of kids that were like, hi, Callie's mom, hi. How many times do you just walk past the kids and not notice who looked sad or who was being mistreated or bullied? Like, it's our job as Christians, as servant leaders, to touch people, whoever's in your reach. And I started off by mentioning police brutality because I wanted to make the point that there's so much going on in the world that if each and every one of us did something, we could change the world, right? If my thing was to, did y'all see that guy? Who is that guy that's from LA? Free hugs. Who knows free hugs? Taryn, who is free hugs?
I don't know, but I seen it.
You saw that? Like, I'm from LA. Who is this dude? I want to know him. Like, I want to get out here and give some free hugs too. But that was so dope that he was in the midst of the stuff, the drama in Charlotte, and was giving hugs. Right, Zenobia, as humans, as human beings, like, we gotta spread the love. Like, white people can't be afraid of black people, same vice versa, but we're gonna continue to hate each other and be mad if we don't all spread some love. We don't all see each other as humans. Domestic violence, gang violence, all of it can be solved with communication, love, and a hug. But my mission might not be the same as yours. Your mission is not the same as mine. But if we all rock with each other and we're rocking with people that are ultimately in alignment with our message, like, that's what it's about. I can't do what you do. You can't do what I do. But if we put our stuff together, man, nobody can stop it, right? So I don't even know who that dude is, but the fact that he's out of LA, I gotta find him and chop it up with him and give him a free hug. Like, at the end of the day, I want him giving free hugs with me on La Brea. I want him at the Blanket Drive when we go to Skid Row on November 19th. Let's go out there and give free hugs. And that's a great segue. I want to put out in the world that on November 19th, when we go to Skid Row, when I take a step to freedom and my network to Skid Row to give love to 500 people, we're going to touch at least 500 people. There's millions of people down there, right? I want to take other organizations with me. I don't want to go down there 10 deep. I want to take other causes. Those of you who have causes that are serving people, y'all need to rock with us. We need to go out there, throw these blankets and gloves and beanies and hug people, pray with people, cry with people, like, embrace people, give them some love, because really we're all a paycheck away, a mental break away, a bad day away from being on Skid Row. Like, be honest with yourself. Anything could happen. And I just hope that if it were me, if it were my father who's living with dementia right now and could just literally just could forget where he's supposed to be and end up on Skid Row, right? If it were any of us, what would you want? I would honestly just want to know that I wasn't forgotten. I would want to know that there's an opportunity for me to have a second chance and a third chance and a fourth chance and however many chances. Like, God is not, he's not like, oh man, no, you done exhausted all your chances, man. Wait, you out of here. I can't keep forgiving you, right? If we're forgiven for all the stuff that we keep doing, then man, they are too. And so I just want to go out there and show some love. So I love you. Thank you. Somebody just tagged the guy. Okay, I'm on it. I'm gonna get in his inbox. Thank you, Z. Ken E. Okay, I don't want to kill his last name. You got an African last name. Okay. I'm gonna get in his inbox like you said, and maybe me and him we're gonna get together and do something. I hope this conversation touched you guys. I had to get on and be transparent as always. This is all I know how to do. Fear, self-doubt, those are things that want to stop us from being amazing. Those are things that want to stop us from changing the world and serving people, and we can't let it, right? We gotta overcome it by any means. So I appreciate you guys joining the conversation. Please share it out. Please tag people. And hi, Deidre. I'm wrapping up. I'm so happy you popped in today. Catch the replay. I will be posting the link today in case you guys that are not in LA want to donate to the Blanket Drive. And I am offering styling sessions, free styling, 30-minute virtual styling sessions for speakers, coaches, entrepreneurs who have events coming up or need to rebrand. You realize that your brand is one place and your style hasn't met that place yet. Like if your style and your brand were matching, you would be able to up level your brand. I want to help you with that. So get in my inbox, get in my comments, and let's get this 30 minutes going. Hey Tiff, thank you for popping in. Okay, so what I need to get on at 4:30 tomorrow, you guys, because everybody's coming in at 4:30. Where do I sign up? I love that. I'll send you a link, Deidre. I'll post the link in the comments so you can register for your 30-minute session. Are you coming to Women Ignited? I know you need it, and I love that picture you sent me of your jean jacket over your dress. Like that was everything. I'm happy that my conversation helped last week. You need it too, Tiff. Okay. Okay, good. All right, so I'm gonna post the link to style sessions, the free 30-minute virtual style sessions, in the comments. You guys click sign up for the time that works for you, and then I'm excited. We're gonna work it out. We're gonna up level those brands. Okay. All right, thanks you guys. Have an amazing evening. I will see you guys tomorrow, and I'll probably push to 4:30 because I see everybody is coming in at this time. All right, peace out.